Hey guys. What's everybody doing on this? Well, these things everywhere having. You know what I'm doing. Side skirt. So, this is a side skirt that was busted almost in half. Yeah, I'm covered in dust. I don't like to wear clothes when it's like 90,000 degrees outside, so this is me. Damn hot. The last 3 months to wear clothes. Poor Eclipse. I'm glad I covered the top of it. Man, it's covered. I've unplugged the battery off the Eclipse. I've taken the steering wheel and the airbag and the hub adapter off of it. As you guys know, I can't put the top up right now. I unhooked the battery and I'm just not messing with it. So anyway, put a bunch of fiberglass on the back of this. Now, I learned that when you've got a big hole like I had here, if you guys remember, this thing is cracked in half practically. And when you look at the back, so you carve in the front, and this ain't done. I gotta fill here low spot and fill here a little bit more low spot. But it's getting there, it's smoothing out, it's doing pretty good. This side skirt has a lot of damage on it. There's a lot of cuts. There's another crack starting right here and here. I wish that was just paint, and that's fiberglass. So it's going to take a minute to get this where I want it. But anyway, I learned when you have a big hole like that, do a V-carve in the front for your filler, right? Get on the back side and put fiberglass on it. Now, fiberglass, kitty hairs, itchy sheets. I'll show you guys what I used. And it's very tempting when you've got a big, huge crack like that to just put a big, huge sheet on it. So you don't want to put a sheet on it. So what I do is cut strips. Whatever you're doing, no matter how big it is, cut strips. It's stronger that way. It lasts better that way. You don't want just one big piece. Unless you're doing like I'm going to do this. When I do this, it's going to be one big sheet that goes over it. But on a little repair like that, I learned when I went to auto body school to do like strips. So there's strips of fiberglass back here. Fix the front of it. It's looking pretty good. There were cracks here, there were cracks here, and there's one there I gotta fix. I gotta cut off this part here, shape it down. Probably gotta fill a little bit there. Cut off this part here and shape it down. But it's coming together. At least it's not busted in half in the middle anymore. So I'm gonna mix up some body filler and add some more here and here. I want to look at the other side skirt, and it's not cracked in half, but it has some cracks in it. That one was cracked in half, if you guys remember seeing it. It was busted in half. And what am I doing with these? I'm not positive yet. I think I'm going to fix them and sell them to somebody. I think I've got somebody here in town that wants them once I get them fixed. And you don't want them when they're not fixed, of course. So this has one damage. Right here. Get that to go back behind there. Well, maybe. Just fill it. But I'm out of fiberglass. So, and I'm out of money. So, for the weekend, won't be able to fix that. These gouges are from where I cut it off of the car. I don't have that clamped down. Tell you what, if I just set something on the back of that, it's too heavy. Here. I don't think it'll fall over. Try. Okay. If I just sand in that with some 80, I can get it smoothed out pretty good. scratches like that is what I call it. Sometimes if you sand in them, they'll just go away. And sometimes you'll have to fill them. Those I did refill. I'll probably fill the top of these. This looks like it's already had Bondo on it. It's not from me. Yeah, there was a bunch of repairs on this. So let me show you guys the back of the side skirt so I can show you how I was doing the back of it. It is major hot out here today. I had a part busted in here that I took a couple little sheets of fiberglass and put in there. And then here, I think I've put 3 or 4 layers. This is where it was busted. So, God, I'm getting itchy from shaving this down. This has to be extended out to here, and I'm not done with this. I just ran out of fiberglass. Because the side skirt came out to here, right? Well, this was busted all the way across here. So, excuse me. What I'm going to do is fill some sheets across here. Strips, guys. See how I've done strips? You want to do strips. I've done strips here. It was kind of difficult to get in here, but I got it in here. Got strips in here. 3 or 4 layers, you know, just keep matting it down with some resin. So when I get some fiberglass, when I get paid this weekend, I'll finish this part. We'll smooth all this edge out. I may throw some Bondo over that just to make it stronger. The back side of these, you can tell. See the fiberglass? They don't really cover it with anything else. They just kind of leave it that way. So, anyway, the front of it looks pretty good, I think, guys. That's not bad considering, do you guys remember what that thing was busted in half? I think I've done pretty damn good. So I'm going to fill a couple of these low spots here. I've sanded all, these were scratches, pretty smooth. They were scratches like I showed you here, where I gouged it with the Sawzall that we took, or whatever it was, that we took these off the car with. I put a little skim coat of body filler on those. That's probably what I'll do here. If you don't, it'll probably be a low spot. See, here's some cuts here. I think we might have slipped with it. Me and a friend of mine took them off. This will be just like that. I'm going to have to brace the back of this. And what I do is brace the back of it with... I clean the front of it. You always clean it first, okay? And V-groove this out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Dremel and go ahead and V-groove that out. Once that's V-grooved out, clean the front. I tape the front with masking tape. Then I go around the back side and I put my layers of fiberglass, resin, and cloth. Kitty hair, I call it kitty hair. Then let that dry, then take the tape off, and then come up here and fill. So, see this cracked all the way across here. We're going to sand this down and put some body filler there. But it's not that bad. I think it'll be alright. I may have to... See if you got a hole like this. Same thing. Go ahead and kind of smooth that out with your Dremel. And I've been using these rocks a lot. I use them on my fog light covers. They work really good for getting in little areas. Just kind of get down in there and smooth that out. And then what you can do is go around the back and put some fiberglass. And go on the front and fill it. Whenever I get a hole that's really deep, guys, a really deep hole, you don't want to put a bunch of body filler. That shit's just going to crack out. Now, a friend of mine on YouTube, Roy's Customs, shout out to Roy's Customs. What's up? What's up, Roy? How you doing, brother? Roy's one of my DSM brothers. Anyway, Roy told me you take a little body filler and mix just a little bit of fiberglass resin in it. It makes it just a little bit stronger. Now, I have tried that once on that truck I painted. I don't know how it's going to hold up, to be honest. But he says it'll last a lot longer because just a regular body filler will just crack out if it's way too deep. So, a lot of times what I've been using is the Bondo glass. Okay? Bondo glass is very strong and it fills very deep holes. Now, I can take a little hole like that, patch some fiberglass on the back, fill it the front with Bondo glass, sand it, and then put a little body filler on top of Bondo glass, and that'll work just fine. That is the same method that I filled the holes on the trunks of the cars, which turned out pretty darn good, I think. This is all just practice for me, guys. I'm still a student, and I'm still learning, and I'm getting a lot better, honestly. I'm pretty proud of myself. The reason I took this, and I took this hood, which I'm about to show you guys, because I'm going to work on it, is for practice. Basically, I'm a student of auto body collision repair, and practice makes perfect, so the more I practice, the better I'm getting. Now, do not ask me what the hell this guy was doing with this hood, because I have no freaking idea. I think some moron tried to duct tape it. Don't ask me. I have no idea, guys. But it's my toy now. So, fiberglass. It's got a shell on the back, and we can actually just take that shell off. Look at this. It's the same shell that's on my car on the hood. You guys see this? Look at this. It's got some kind of covering on it. I've never seen these like this. So is this how you make a fiberglass hood? I don't know. It's interesting though. Don't know if I need this part or if I need this part. I don't want the top part because it has that stupid little bump that we get in our 2G Eclipses. Right there. But if I take all of this off of here, obviously someone had a shell and they tried to tape it. Well, this is going to be fun because how the hell am I going to get all that duct tape sticky shit off of there? I'm going to have to sand it off. That's okay. I'm going to sand this all the way down. I'm going to have to do some fiberglass repair here and there, but it's not too bad. And need to figure out how it goes on this shell. So this inside piece would have to panel bond or something to it, right, guys? What do you think? See? I think that will just come right off. I think what they did is taped it to it. Now, I don't know what idiot came up with this idea. This is not how you do body work. Please, do not use duct tape. I hate duct tape. When I bought that Civic, the guy had the window where he couldn't get it up, and it was like down that far, and it was messed up, and then I finally figured out how to get it up, but he had a duct tape when I bought the car. Yeah, someone at Walmart decided to cut the duct tape and break in my car one day, so. Anyway, yeah, this is a fiberglass shell. You can see it. It's all fiberglass down in there if you guys can see it. Anyway, I'm going to try to get the duct tape off of that today and see what I can do with that. So what I'm going to do with that is the same thing with this. It's practice for me. It's good for my learning to practice with it. But if I can figure out how to glue this back on here, take it to a shop and get it carbon fiber wrapped. There's a carbon fiber hood. Which one of you guys is going to pay me $300 for a carbon fiber hood? It's very lightweight. It's made from fiberglass and it'll have carbon fiber wrapping. So I'm figuring I can make $300 off of that. Maybe $200 off the skirts, $500 in my pocket. Goes back into my cars. So anyway, I'm having fun today. So I'm going to get back to work on this. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not depressed anymore. My girl has been here being very good to me. And took off for a little bit to let me work on my cars. We've been having movie night and watching Vis-a-Vis. I'm going to keep promoting that show because it is the best show I've ever seen. Whether you're a girl, whether you're a guy, it's not a lesbian show. It is a women's prison movie. There's straight people in there, gay people in there, but it's in Spanish. Muy bueno. It is the best film I have ever seen, and it's a series on Netflix. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work on this, guys, and I'll keep you posted on what I'm doing with it. Basically, free parts. Let's get it fixed. See you guys next time. Bye.